Let's head to the voicemail of Truth and Reason.
One of the changes I'd like to see this season with Deshaun Watson is stop acting like a running back. I mean, he took a lot of major hits when he ran, and it seemed like he never slide and hesitated to run out of bounds. I'd see him taking off, and I'd yell, "Slide, son, slide. You're not a running back. Stop acting like a running back. You're going to get hurt." So at his age, can he be reprogrammed to slide, run out of bounds, and not take those hellacious hits that could injure him and put him on the sidelines? Go Browns. Woof, woof.
As always, appreciate all the voicemails. G-Bush, it's a fine line. You can't take away, and you know, some of what makes him the player he is he's instinctive. But yeah, I'm with you. I do cringe when I see linebackers getting free shots at my quarterback.
Yeah, listen, I think some of it is play calling. Some of it when Deshaun got in and got back, you got to realize he hadn't played in over a year. He hadn't practiced. He had no training camp. So one of the things that, athletic quarterbacks and sometimes play callers do is they call design runs to get you acclimated, to get the blood flowing. Also, quarterbacks, if you haven't been playing in a while, you're not seeing the quick reads, you're not throwing the ball on time. If you hold the ball too long, then you're forced to scramble because either the pressure or that you just are more comfortable trying to move the sticks that way. So I think a lot in the first 2 years we saw with Deshaun Watson, he did the play call, the injury that he got hurt on against Tennessee. He was supposed to slide, but he was in the middle of the field. It's kind of awkward. And he ran a quarterback power play. He ended up taking a guy on with his throwing shoulder, which turned out to be a bad decision. And it pretty much ended his career. Or not his career, sorry, but it ended the rest of his year. So one thing that I say and always talk about is like, look, at some point in time, you got to have a level of awareness. And hopefully that level of awareness comes with, missing the most part of last year, watching your team have to go through a playoff run without you. And I think you can get mature and you can understand where your errors took place at. So for me, I hope he's more of along the lines that, hey, if I need to run, I can do it, but I need to get out of bounds. Hey, I'm going to run, but I'm going to slide. Hey, I'm going to run, but I'm going to run and look to extend plays to throw the ball downfield. Not so much of a guy who, and that go, we've seen it. I think we've been, almost in like a nightmare. We saw the same thing with Baker Mayfield, right? Like, hey, you threw an interception. Don't tackle the guy. We don't need – I know you're a competitor. Just let somebody else get this man on the ground. We do not need you to be hurt. So hopefully Kevin Stefanski and the coaching staff is talking to him and letting him know, hey, we need you all the weeks. So if it's between a 2-yard gain or a 5-yard gain, take the 2-yard gain, slide, and let's keep it moving.